Neo Berlin 2087 is a new action RPG developed by Elysium Game Studio, set in a futuristic and cyberpunk version of Berlin in the year 2087. The game promises an engaging narrative centered around a detective, where players take on the role of Nolan, an investigator seeking to solve the brutal murder of a police chief. The world of Neo Berlin 2087 is characterized by a rich cyberpunk aesthetic, with stunning visuals provided by the Unreal Engine 5. The city is surrounded by huge walls, isolating it from a dangerous and devastated desert that surrounds it.
I hope you're right.
I am doing whatever is necessary to keep you safe.
Spine is a new addition to the cyberpunk genre, offering an intense and action-packed experience. In it, players take on the role of Redline, a rebellious street artist who is accompanied by a combat artificial intelligence named Spine. The game's setting is characterized by a cyberpunk environment, where social inequalities are extreme and corporate oppression is a constant reality. Players will navigate a city dominated by corrupt forces, facing not only human enemies, but also hackers and other technological threats.
Sentinel. You mother... There's no use in fighting.
Den of Wolves is a standout game in the cyberpunk genre, promising an immersive experience in a futuristic and dystopian world. The game is set in a vibrant metropolis full of neon, advanced technology, and a society marked by inequalities. Players will be able to explore dense urban environments, interact with intriguing characters, and unravel a narrative rich in twists and turns. The presence of cybernetic implants, artificial intelligence, and virtual realities that shape the daily lives of the inhabitants.
You see, just like me, you're caught here. You're caught in the Den of Wolves.
The job.
Blade Runner 2033 Labyrinth is an adventure game, marking the return of the Blade Runner franchise to video games after 25 years. The game is set in a cyberpunk world, situated between the events of the films Blade Runner 1982 and Blade Runner 2049, 2017. The game unfolds after the Blackout events, a devastating terrorist attack that resulted in the end of replicant production by the Tyrell Corporation. The narrative revolves around a replicant hunter who, after losing his job, is called for a new mission in a world where there are no more replicants to hunt.
Search in the land of the dead.
Going to be okay. The demon is here. It's the demon.
Last Sentinel is a new open-world game with a cyberpunk theme, developed by Lightspeed LA, a subsidiary of Tencent. The game is set in a distant future, specifically in the ruins of the city of Tokyo, Japan. The cinematic trailer reveals a scenario where a group of young cyborgs is attacked by robots, but is saved by a mysterious motorcyclist. The protagonist, named Hiromi Shota, is described as an enigmatic figure seen as a demon by the children she rescues. The project is led by Steve C. Martin, a former developer from Rockstar Games, known for his work on acclaimed titles like GTA and Red Dead Redemption.
I took took the liberty of scanning.
Nivalis is a game set in a cyberpunk metropolis and is being developed by the independent studio Ion Lands. In Nivalis, players face a challenging environment where gangs and corporations dominate the city. The goal is to survive and thrive, starting with small ventures like food stalls or shops, and eventually expanding to bars, restaurants, or even nightclubs, dominating the city's nightlife. The proposal is to offer a different perspective from what is normally seen in cyberpunk games, focusing more on daily life and social interactions than on conspiracies and combat.
When the day turns night, leave your life behind. Neon feelings, just another night. Not sure how long I can stay. The spire is light years away. Come and find me where the night ends.
DeathSprint 66 is a deadly racing game set in a dystopian future, specifically in the year 2066. The cyberpunk style of the game is evident in its brutal and futuristic setting, reflecting a society dominated by technology and extreme entertainment. The narrative revolves around the mega-corporation Bachman Media Network, which seeks to dominate the entertainment world with its deadly races, where fame and glory are earned in each race. The races take place on tracks full of traps and obstacles, with up to 8 participants competing at the same time. GRAFT is a new survival horror RPG in the cyberpunk style, developed by Harebrained, the same team responsible for the remake of the Shadowrun trilogy. The game is set in a dark and desolate world, full of dark characters and terrifying monsters. Players will have to explore this hostile environment, facing challenges that involve both visceral combat and resource management. The game's narrative promises to involve players in decisions that will shape their journey and affect the fate of the characters they encounter along the way. Out of Action is a multiplayer first-person shooter game being developed by the independent studio Doku Games. The game promises an intense and fast-paced experience, combining elements from popular games like Cyberpunk 2077, CS:GO, and Max Payne. The game stands out for its anime aesthetic and bullet time mechanic, allowing players to slow down time, similar to what we see in movies like The Matrix. The setting of Out of Action is in a cyberpunk world, characterized by a futuristic and dystopian aesthetic. Steel Seed is a highly anticipated game that promises to take players to a dystopian future full of neon, advanced technology, and a society divided between the powerful and the oppressed. Set in a cyberpunk world, the game promises an immersive and action-packed experience. The cities in Steel Seed are a mix of beauty and decay, with skyscrapers touching the sky and dark and dangerous streets. The neon lighting creates a unique and striking atmosphere. Well, that was the list. I hope you enjoyed it, and until next time.
'Cause we want retribution. Oh yeah, we want retribution. Oh yeah, we want retribution.